In this tabletop review, I'm going to be taking a look at another flashlight. This is a flashlight made by Blackhawk. It is part of the Night Ops line. It is called the Alley L-2A2. The actual part number is 75FL024BK. I'll read a little bit about the L-2A2 from Blackhawk's website. Blackhawk says this is a robust tactical light, boasts a compact profile and smaller diameter with a pocket clip for everyday carry. Aluminum body with hard coat anodized finish, which will give you long-lasting performance for any task. The rotating function selector switch allows you to activate the light with your preferred setting. No need to scroll through functions with a momentary switch. I like the idea of that. This light features multifaceted reflector, multiple position rotating switch, high, medium, low strobe and safety off, momentary constant on recessed push button, settings for 150, 65, or 15 lumens, and strobe at maximum output. Max output is 150 lumens. Diameter is 0.875 for the body and 1.135 for the bezel. Length is 6.3 inches. Weight is 6.10 ounces with batteries. Without batteries, it's 4.35 ounces. Runtime is 90 minutes. And the bulb is a high output Cree XP-E LED. Cree LEDs seem to be the LED that most high-end flashlight makers are using. They are extremely bright and they virtually last forever. I've seen Cree LEDs rated for 50,000 plus hours. So that's the info on Blackhawk's website. This is the retail packaging it ships in. As you can see, this flashlight actually uses AA batteries. Some of you may or may not like that. I know I kind of like to have flashlights and devices that all use the same type of battery. That just minimizes the different types of batteries I have to buy. But AA batteries are pretty standard. You're going to have those for a lot of other devices, your remote control in your house and so on. So you've probably buy AA's as well as CR123 batteries. The packaging, this packaging is kind of bunged up a little bit. Let's see, I don't know if I have a retail, I don't think I wrote down a retail price for this. Again, these flashlights are relatively inexpensive. I think they're around $20 or so, which is a pretty good price. They might even be discontinued. The back of this package, pretty much says everything I just read. There's a little chart here that gives you some run times. At 150 lumens, you get a light beam out. I think that says 120 meters. A run time of 1.5 hours. It's 65 lumens, 80 meters, and 6 hours, 30 minutes. And at 15 lumens, 35 meters, 39 hours. I believe this other thing indicates it is rated for a 1 meter drop, and it's waterproof or water resistant. Anyway, let me go ahead and open this packaging. This is a sandwiched POP package here, so I'm going to have to tear into it, and we'll be back and take a look at the contents. Okay, here's the contents of the package. Got two Duracell AA batteries. There's a lanyard. I believe that's go around your wrist, and there's a little folded up piece of paper that more or less just says everything I already read and some warning information. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is metal. It's lightweight aluminum. You have a belt clip, and I believe the belt clip looks to be removable if you don't want to keep that. It is also an anti-roll light. So it's not going to roll off the table, supposedly. Here is your selector. And on the back here, one thing I like about this is the button is actually recessed. You can see that it's got this metal railing around it, and that's kind of nice, so you don't accidentally press the button. Very well constructed, Blackhawk logo and the other logo on the other side. Again, O-ring. Of course, this is all aluminum. You've got a little icon right there to tell you what way to put the batteries in, because some of us are stupid. The back of the cap there, this has a kind of a small spring on it. Okay. I'm turning on the light. I'm just kind of cycling through the different modes. So we've got an off mode, a strobe, and a low, a medium, and a high setting. And then of course we can turn it off by the click switch in the back. And of course the click switch in the back, if you just kind of press it in and hold it, it comes on, but if you press it all the way, it'll click on. So that's the momentary. Again, good switch functionality there, very logical, laid out nice. I like the flexibility of a light being able to go high, medium, low, strobe, and an additional safety for off. I like that type of functionality. What I'm seeing that I don't like is this turns real easy, and if you have this in a holster or a pocket, it would be real easy to accidentally turn this to the wrong setting. Ideally, that would be nice if this was more difficult to switch, or if you had to pull down on it, turn it, and then let it go and it would lock into place. Some sort of mechanism like that I would prefer to see on a light like this. The fit and the finish of this is nice. The weight, it's not too heavy. On this high output at 150 lumens, actually let me reduce the light here and we'll take a look at this in a dim situation. Okay, I've dimmed my my work area, and I've got the L-2A2 set to its high setting, which is 150 lumens. And I know this, I'm about 5 feet away from the table. We've got a good bright spot in the center. Typical Cree LED, it's very white, it's very bright. There is a good amount of splash on the sides. And I'll compare this to the Streamlight Polytac, which is on the right. That's also a 150 lumen LED light. So you can see the difference between the two of them. The Streamlight appears to be a little bit wider. I think intensity-wise, I think they're both probably right around 150 lumens, like they claim. The Blackhawk on the left, the center spot, there's a bright spot in the center, and then it kind of fades out on the sides. You don't have that with the Streamlight. I don't know what that is particularly called, or if that's even a negative. So let me turn off the Streamlight, because this isn't really a comparison per se. This is, I'm just shining this around the garage off camera. It's got a good beam pattern to it, very bright and very white. So typical Cree LED output from what I can see. This is another good product from Blackhawk. This is obviously a little bit bigger than, sorry to bring the Streamlight back into frame here, but you can see the Streamlight Polytac is a bit shorter. It's also a bit thicker, and it doesn't have some of the features. This particular one doesn't have a belt clip. It doesn't have the protector around the button switch, and again, the Streamlight is just momentary or constant on, and it's full power all the time. So it's not selectable like the Blackhawk. So the Blackhawk has definitely got some added features to it. The selectability of the different output beams and the protection for the button is real nice, and then of course the pocket clip. I would give this Blackhawk L-2A2 2 thumbs up, especially if you can get it right around the $20 range. I think it's a good buy, right around $20. There might be better flashlights around for $20, but this one's definitely, if you want a flashlight that uses AA batteries, for example. I know a lot of these EDC lights they're using the CR123 batteries, so if for some reason you prefer the AA's, this is definitely a good light for the money that uses AA's. It's not too overly heavy with the AA's, and you've got some added flexibility with your different light outputs. So I'm going to wrap this up concerning the Blackhawk Night Ops Alley L-2A2 flashlight.